Welcome back, agents. We're on game 2 for some more exciting action here in preparation with the 2020 Ignition series here. You are watching, if you're just tuning in, the Royal Sea Cup. And so far, these games have been an absolute banger here. My name's Gideon. This is the Hound here at the co-casters table as we move into the second game.
Well, we've got tons of action to cover for you guys as we are going to be witnessing Resurgence from Singapore going up against Vision Strikers from South Korea. And we have quite a bit of information for you guys. If you want to know, Vision Strikers is a former CSGO, are from former CSGO, and they were formerly known as MVPPX. They were also the Africa TV Asia Showdown first place winners, Clan Masters 2020 first place. So that's quite a bit of experience that they have here. For those of you guys who want to know, we are going to be playing on Bind. And it is going to be VS that picks defenders first.
Ooh, VS is the ones who are picking defenders. Okay, all right. Overall, I do think Bind is rather neutral despite people's opinions. And I think, you know, this is where RSG might be able to start shining out. Especially against, you know, this team that so far has been absolutely crushing in their past 2 games. Some of their biggest competitions, BBI, they've taken them down 2-0 as well. So they're looking to be the favorites of this group and even arguably the tournament itself.
Well, one thing that we have to also note about Resurgence, despite the fact that they had quite a game against VS in the previous round, going 5-13, or with 13 points going towards VS, it is to be said that Resurgence from Singapore has been is a gigantic esports organization spanning multiple titles and has been established since 2017, if I'm not mistaken. So they do have experience of their own, but Valorant, they're still relatively new in this sense. So whether they win or whether they lose, winning is great for sure, right? But whether they win or whether they're on the opposite spectrum of winning, you would think that they will be able to benefit quite a bit from competing against teams such as Vision Strikers with all of their experience, because those experiences that they had in the past really shows in terms of their coordination, in terms of their call-outs, in terms of how they actually approach a site or approach a spot where they're able to conduct. It has been very consistent for the side of Vision Strikers.
But now the game is about to begin. Vision Strikers with the first point out of this best of 2 against RSG, looking to try and tie them up on this map. Beautiful as it is, welcome to Bind.
Bind is going to be our map of choice for today. So for those of you guys who don't know, I think the biggest defining features for Bind is the fact that they do have it does create quite a bit of opportunities for quick rotations with the teleporters. And I do believe that when you play on Bind, right, sometimes it's a very, very scary thing to be able to go to a teleporter and you end up being shot down in the face or someone ends up behind you. So that's going to be a very interesting mechanic that's going to be taken into consideration here. But we're going to be watching from the side of RSG. RSG now attacking, holding on to Hookah here.
They're going to be looking to try and get onto the B side. There comes the spray cans coming out pretty quick. Bomb Buddy doesn't get over the wall, unfortunately, and has to Roomba its way to success. First kill coming into Terms as he calls pull through. Derby Boy Glow as well, getting 2 headshots. Stack Glow, finishing off the rest of the team of RSG.
I'm not gonna lie, that transpired really quickly and it was really hard to follow. And it seems that members of VS were able to shut down the advance that was coming in from the side of RSG. Big props towards members of VS here. What can RSG do differently in this round, Gideon?
Well, I think they're going to have to execute a little bit better if they wanted to make this work. They have to be really, really fast when they're trying to get onto the site, because again, once they lose vision of Hookah, dropping down that movement speed slow once you touch the ground is already going to be a problem. But Glow, he's already now saw 3 people coming through a main here. They're going to have to put up a good defense as the rest from B are going to rotate over.
All right, so we do see here that there is going to be quite a bit of smokes there being dropped down onto the front of teleporter here. We do see the push coming in from the side of VS. Excuse me, from the side of RSG being very, very aggressive. RB being able to take down 3 of Resurgence. And it is Mordecai that is the last surviving member here, pushing it out goes for the shot, will not be able to take him down, as Zest will be able to take down Mordecai with some really good shots.
Oh, 3 headshots in a row coming out of VS's Jets RB, putting himself on top of the leaderboard when it comes to that KDA. He's absolutely crushing it. But more importantly, they have to be a little bit more careful of certain spots. But well played to VS. They initially started off the defense by dropping off vision, and now coming into the next one, RSG coming in with some real weapons.
Ooh, RSG now being pretty aggressive with their buy-ups here, whereas members of VS right now, only 2 members are going to be with rifles, whereas the rest of them are going to be with Spectres, if I'm not mistaken. So this is going to be very interesting indeed, as the loadout advantage is not in favor of the side of VS. We do see here RSG right now keeping it close. 1 shot down onto Zest, 2 shots down, and it's going to be very interesting indeed, as Zest will be able to take down 1, as well as King being able to take down 1 as well. 2 down for the side of RSG, 5-man advantage for the side of VS. We do see that there is going to be a rotation here coming in from the side of RSG. All 3 members moving in towards a different side here. Some fire coming in to the window. No one is going to be on the receiving end, though. Very sneaky indeed, coming in from the side of Stacks, but no one will be there for him.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was a failed attempt to push through Garden, and unfortunately, 2 members are going to bite the dust because of that. They lose both their Cypher and their Breach, so they can't really get that extra information on Lurkers, but they most importantly can't really muscle their way onto sites.
Alright, so we do see RSG right now going for the spike plant inside the smoke.
No.
Will they be able to get this, though? It is going to be King that takes out Mordecai. Some shots coming in through the wall. King being able to take down Banaf with his 3rd kill of the day. Very nicely done there, coming in from the side of Germs, but it's not going to be enough, as RB will take it down, picks up a Vandal for himself, and it seems that members of VS are going to be heavily kitted for the next round.
Yep, they're going to be quite kitted here, and they're also going to have access to Zest's Sova, Alt the Hunter's Fury for this defensive round. It's going to be going over to a replay here to watch that one more time on how exactly they started off this game.
Well, as we can see here, a big hit onto Zest. Zest being able to take down 1 was impressive, but the follow-up onto King as well was a pretty good one. We can see that the crossfire is working out very, very well for the side of VS. Now we do see 2 Sheriffs, 1 Ghost, and 2 Classics for the side of RSG.
Yep. All right, let's see what the setup is this time here, because now I'm looking at VS. They're getting a little bit more aggressive. They're positioning themselves up, but they mix it up every single time. They hear the initial fault line, 2 members rotating towards A.
All right, so we do see here RB has his... Ooh, there goes 1 from the side of RB. Will he be able to get another one? There goes another one for the side of Zest. Zest gets 2. Oh my goodness gracious me. What was RSG doing walking into that meat grinder, Gideon?
Unfortunately, they didn't know how many people were on site, and the people who were supposed to be checking the elevated areas couldn't really see the breach flashpoint coming through. And unfortunately for that side, as they were pushing up, somebody just happened to have their peripheral vision get affected by the flash.
Man, oh man, I do believe that this could be a very, very one-sided hit here from the side of VS if RSG keeps pulling off some of these very off-color plays. But we do see Mordecai right now, if I'm not mistaken, holding on towards the operator. I think something that members of VS really want to take. King right now being able to get him back, but it seems that Germ as well as Mordecai will be able to take down 2 as well. VS 2 down for the count. Oh! Ooh. There goes the Hunter's Fury being able to take down a Germ SG. There goes another recon ball, if I'm not mistaken. And oh, Glow comes in with a double kill on the Mordecai and Evo, taking them down for the count despite the deficit.
Yep, just a little slow on that tripwire shot there. Had they done it a little bit faster, they might have been able to save all their members, save one of their members from that Hunter's Fury. Really nice play coming in from VS overall. I will say this is the first time we've seen them actually come out of the site to actually take the fight to RSG.
And as we see it here, it's going to be another stack up towards Hookah, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know about you, but this could be very, very scary indeed here.
I think they should have started playing for picks first initially, just to see if VS was going to be aggressive again. But now, getting hit by the up. RB making sure that Showers takes the shot, secures the shot. Cypher, don't do it. Don't do it, buddy.
RB reporting for duty, looking for another villain, looking for another casualty to take down. Misses on that shot. Decides to tailwind it out of there. Falls back, and we do see now that the follow-up after the Rolling Thunder was good, as Stacks will be able to take down Evil. A shot onto RB, will be able to take down another shot again. Jab the boy, the latest and third victim of RB and his operator.
Just nicely done overall from VS, coming in with a big ult, limiting RSG's movement before taking the rest of the squad out. Good overall play. Let's watch that one more time to see how they set this up, because again, you can already see Breach. He drops on the ultimate, making sure that he's clearing out the rest of A main. The only person left they had to watch was just the Cypher coming out of the smoke.
Oh, that was very nicely done there, coming in from the side of RB to take down Jab the Boy. Third kill of that game. We do see now coming in from the side of coming in from the side of VS again. What are they going to be working on? Another one goes down. Mordecai, what were you doing?
Yep, he was just making sure, checking it again and again, and now the information is out as the rest of the team rotate towards B site, locked down by this Cypher. They have both Sova as well as Brimstone dropping down the smokes.
All right, we do see here JMSG right now trying to go towards the window. Could be an opportunity for him to go into the fight. We do see an owl drone there coming out. It could be an opportunity for VS to get as much intel as they can. Smoke screens smokes have been dropped down for the side of Glow VLRT, excuse me. May actually drop down the stim beacon. That's going to give him a lot of rate of fire boost here, as we do see more and more kills coming in from the side of VS. Glow being able to take down one more member for the side of RSG, as we do see 4 members versus 3, as the spike has been picked up. Fault line has been initiated onto him. Banaf will be able to take down Zest as well as another RSG member. Jab the boy take those stacks, but nope, RB will be able to deny Banaf. Third man down by the cut. So close yet so far, coming in from the side of VS.
I don't think he's gonna miss again. He's already dropping. He's gonna bait out with the bomb tap here. Someone's gonna walk up. He connects the shots there. RB clutching it out once again.
RB is a monster. 4 kills. And the clutch going over to RB. Give the man the cookie. Give the man a pat in the back, because that was some crazy gameplay.
He is making sure he is landing every single one of these shots. Let's look at the replay one more time to see how they initially got onto site. I mean, yes, he missed those shots, and Cypher really needed to hit them, but that tailwind, it's so hard to track somebody down.
Didn't even need to reload, just so you know. Popped it dry, and he was done for the count.
Missed that last shot. He was like, you know what? I'm bringing out the ultimate. I have to use it.
Yep, and I totally agree with you. 7-0 here doesn't look good for the futures of RB and their hopes of getting closer and closer towards that $13,000 US grand prize here. It seems that RSG right now going for the bot out, rolls it out, but Roombas to no one.
Yeah, I mean, it basically acted a Roomba, became a Roomba at that point. It didn't really get any information. It didn't go into showers. They got to make sure that that placement is correct. But just the fear of RB looking down through showers is going to be enough to make any player start to shake.
Stim Beacon being dropped out from the side of RSG. Stacks now going for the fault line, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no! Looks like he's got 2 more seconds. 2 more seconds until he actually has it. Glow. He's gonna be shooting through the smoke with that Vandal in hopes to make something connect here. He's gonna have to start cutting off vision again. Smokes coming through, being placed onto A main to cut them off, but the traditional bomb areas are still exposed.
All right, so we do see here. Still 5 on 5. There goes the Rolling Thunder on the side of JMSG. JMSG have been taken up on the count here.
30 seconds
left. Man, oh man, very unfortunate, as we do see the attack here for JMSG being able to take down Stacks. Some of the shots coming in from the higher part of the map is going to go towards Germs right now, holding on to this spot here. 15 seconds, 10 seconds left.
10
The sense
seconds
of
left.
urgency definitely being felt from the side of VS, as we do see Zest right now, last surviving member for the side of RSG. Could there be an opportunity for the side of... Oh no! There goes one! But finally, RSG being able to cinch one win over VS.
Oh my goodness, thank God the hit scan hit first for the side of RSG, because you could literally see that crosshair lining up for that shot, and he was just a click away to getting a double kill there.
Oh, and it seems that the hopes of Vision Strikers to be able to get a flawless, not just a round, but a flawless game has been denied from them with a beautiful, beautiful attack that came from RSG in that particular turn. And I do feel that RSG could actually come back from this, but then again, I'm trying to be as optimistic, I'm trying to be as nice as possible. Realistically, RSG has a mountain to climb.
Yeah, it's tough. Ooh, they find the initial pick here with the Op and Binaf onto B long here. They're gonna start pushing up through Garden side. Cypher has used all of his tripwires onto Hookah side. He could take one and switch it up and put it onto Gardens in hopes to slow them down.
Yeah, Gardens would be actually a very good opportunity for him to actually put down the wire and basically slow them down. However, we've seen VS actually work without them, and they were still able to bring the pain towards RSG. So I don't think that slowing them down is going to be that much of an issue. I do believe that it does give them a safer and a little bit more of a set thing, but RB, that was very uncharacteristic of you, missing out like that.
Oh, he really whiffed that shot, and now they're gonna back on out of there. They have 2 picks to VS's 3, so it's a 3v5. RSG gonna go for their default A-site bomb plant. Very comfortable with it. They drop the cage as well, and that truck, it's gonna be so hard to look around. U-Haul, dangerous as well.
All right, Stacks right now lining up.
No way. That
Oh my goodness, Jim as he has well jabbed the boy, going for it. That was just high IQ plays that coming in from Stacks. Oh, Mordecai coming in, and RSG gets that flawless.
Oh, yeah. Really smart coming in from VS, using some, you know, map specifics to allow you to get a double penetration there here coming in, especially on U-Haul side, because there is that wall where you can actually blow right through it.
Yeah, very, very smart there coming in from Stacks, lining up onto the specific site, onto the specific placement of his crosshairs, to the specific pixel of where he was, excuse me, not specific pixel, specific line on the floor where he was supposed to be at. Definitely plays there. Oh my goodness, RB in a bit of a hot place here.
Oh, now he's getting chased. Now he's getting chased by the enemy jet this time around. Mordecai, manages to land the shot onto RB peeking real quick, but that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade so far. Jet down for VS, while Brimstone down for G.
Very nicely done here, coming in from the side of RSG, and it seems that this could be an opportunity for them to get and closer towards members of VS. We do see now smokes being dropped down for the side of RSG's Mordecai, as we do see all hell's about to break loose here, as they might actually come back for the flag side onto the teleporter side. Oh, we do see it, but no, Zest will be able to take it down King as well. But Evo goes for the kill. Glow gets the kill onto Banaf. It's going to be 1-for-1, and no dice, baby, as RSG gets the 3rd game.
And Evo still has one more flash in his back pocket just in case that didn't work. That 1v1, really well done. They saved their utility as much as they could, and they managed to pull it off at the end.
All right, so what is RSG doing? Excuse me, what is VS doing wrongly that RSG is taking advantage of?
Well, I mean, number one, RB hasn't been, in those rounds itself, RB hasn't been able to get his, you know, typical, op somebody, get that initial pick, that tailwind out of the way for the past couple of rounds, for the past 2 rounds, actually, is where he whiffed both of those shots. But overall, I do think VS, they need to start switching it up in terms of how aggressive they start pushing, because they know for a fact that RS really like to actually do this default plant on A, locking off half the site.
As we do see here, RSG right now trying to push off onto Gardens. One shot there coming in from King. Mordecai takes down King. Zest takes down 2. Will he be able to take down 3?
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness gracious me. The orbital strike has been taken down from Glow, and Zez will be the casualty. The coordination was great, but the execution wasn't.
I mean, I guess he was hoping that, you know, his buddy would either get out of the way or bait so hard that Benaf would eventually either die to the orbital strike or just die to his friend, but he managed to pull himself backwards into the teleporter, and it ended up being friendly fire.
This is something I really like here. Look at how out members of VS are guide
30 seconds
to
left.
take care of the spike. I don't think that Benaf is going to actually risk it out here.
No.
He does have an operator, so I don't think that's going to be a wise choice for him. But when you look at how even the way that they're taking care of the spike
10
also
seconds
is
left.
very, very smart indeed. Why? Mainly because that when you look at it from this point of view, it's either they are able to take it out and they get it either from one spot or the other. Oh, Benaf there goes for the exchange.
Yeah.
Will not be able to take him down.
But at least Benaf was able to save the op, and I think at the end of the day, that's the most important. And how much currency can you bring over to the next game? Saving that op means that you don't die, which means you don't have to rebuy. But let's look at this replay one more time to see how that went down, because number one, VS did an absolutely phenomenal job here, making sure that every one of the shots landed. Headshot, 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 headshot again. And finally, that strike came down and Raze bailed on out of there.
Very wise choice there coming in from the side of RSG to actually save it out. Smokes there being dropped down from the side of Glow, destroys the spy cam and decides to drop back. May actually go down and drop more smokes. Very interested to see how members of VS are going to be defending this spot here, and it seems that A is going to be the priority and where the list of all the fights are going to transpire, Gideon.
Yeah, great use of the brim smokes. He triple smokes number one in A main, one in the entrance of showers or baths, depending on what you call it, and one at U-Haul just in case they push through, pushing down the breach ult as well as the orbital strike as well. They're using everything to get on.
Oh, Mordecai right now in a little bit of a bother here. May actually be losing a little bit of HP. We do see RB right now from the back. Very sneaky indeed. Some Hunter Fury there going down for the count. RB being able to take down 3. All members have been taken out for the count. Now it's only left for the defuse.
Yep. And a quick lurk coming in from VS's side. Now they're utilizing a different way to actually deal with this push. And initially they used to take them head on, but the amount of utility coming out from RSG was a little too much. So now they switched things up went into the back flank. I mean, look at this. She got all the way there by her side on through the teleporter. She made sure she double checked. Through cave, not the teleporter. She made sure she double back showers just in case someone was peeking out there before she went to A main and cleaned up house.
Alright, so we're going to go back into the matchup here after the replay. Some very nice mechanics being shown by the team, but it seems that VS has more compared to RSG, despite the fact that RSG is showing a very brave and valiant effort. However, it is going to be pistol round again after the swap. Could be an opportunity for the side of RSG to even the playing field here. Now that members of RSG are going to be on the defensive.
Yep. And here's the thing. They have a Cypher, that's great, but they don't have a Sova either. So getting that info is going to be hard as he gets chased down, but now slowly pushing back out of U-Haul as RB with the frenzy just wanted to close that distance.
Zez right now being able to get first blood on to jab the boy here and immediately gets the signal cue, the audio cue that the spike has been planted already. Jim SG trying to go down for the smoke, and oh my goodness, don't know whether or not that could have been a smart choice for him, could have been a bad choice, but nope. It's going to be Stacks to take him down. Another one kill for the side of Mordecai. Benaf will be able to take down Stacks in a revenge. RB takes down Benaf as well as Evo for the double and gets the 10th win for the side of Vision Strikers.
Yep. Great round coming in. Pistol round going well for Vision Strikers. They're doing a very great job at pushing onto the sites, especially even with pistols. They are the better aimers here, and you can tell they're just outgunning RSG.
Man, oh man, the outguns that are coming in and the fact that members of VS were able to focus on the picks here, were able to get the picks is just short of amazing and good. Mainly because of the amount of points that is in favor of VS compared to RSG.
Yeah, and RSG now, the defense are looking to have 3 on A, 2 on B. Very interesting. I would have expected to see their Cypher sitting by himself on site while 3 members would be on the opposite end. But now you can see the aggressive push here. This is normal for RSG. The shoddy landing single hit. Pushes through with the updraft. 2 shots again, but again, way too far.
Way too far. Mordecai should have actually got in his face or at least bailed out on that initial fight off, and King will be able to take down Germ as well as Stacks, and it's a flawless round for the side of VS.
Yeah, that was just a really bad move there. Why would you want to actually waste your tailwind and updraft, especially when you're holding a shorty? You want those tight angles. You want them to be point blank. So he could have gone for the initial peek. He should have gone for an initial jiggle peek to get the information, shoulder peek it even, and then arguably look to kind of tailwind into his face. If not, just hold your side of hookah.
Yeah, that was a very, very... I guess it's one of those mental thought moments coming in from the side of Mordecai. When we look at it that way, I felt that maybe he had a little bit too much confidence, or maybe, not to say confidence, maybe he was a little bit too sure of the fact that the push was coming in from the side of Vision Strikers, but it was really unfortunate indeed that he decided to commit to that. However, the pass, as we do see here coming in from the side of Vision Strikers, may actually try to get into the back of U-Haul here, but we do see that members of VS already going for the spike plant, but Glow has been taken off with the count. Very nicely done here, coming in from the side of Stacks, being able to get down the shot off, goes for the fault line here, goes for the flash as well. Goes for the flash. Will he be able to get anyone from it? He's very sneaky about it. One last member alive here.
Wait, did he cross? No, he didn't. It looks like Benaf is going to be the last one here. Looking at the bomb, he needs to look at his right. Breach, unfortunately, gets onto his flank side. Stacks comes up on top. That's going to be one more win going in Vision and Strike as they look to go into potentially the final round here. RSG are forced to buy.
Potential last round for the side of Vision Strikers. RSG now bleeding out in terms of the points as well. So we do see a sense of hope may actually inspire them, like how they did in the previous round. But it is going to be quite a mountain to climb for the side of Resurgence. VS, however, is all cool and collected and confident as they head into this potential final round. Some shots that are being whiffed from the side of RB, not being able to get that shot off and land it accordingly. But we do see here coming in from members of Vision Strikers, rather deliberate and rather slow the pace comparatively.
Yeah, you can see Breach aggressively pushing out of B long here. He's going to be able to see the first person. He does not win that fight. Stacks takes him out. RSG Easbo goes down, and another one on RSG Germs as well.
Germs has been taken down, and we do see there is 2 surviving members for the side of RSG, the Cypher and the Jet. So will they be able to make a difference with such the odds working against their favor? Mordecai looking towards moving towards the spot here. They may have to do whatever they can to try to salvage this out.
Yep. And I mean, they even have the spy camera pushed all the way back into elbow side, but RB is going to find the first hit. Unfortunately, Mordecai wins the trade-off, but that Hunter's Fury is in a really tough position. There's only one place to go, and they're funneled down. GG, well played. Vision Strikers are going to be ending this 13-3.
Now that was a smash coming in from the side of VS, 13-3. 3 in match number 2 of this best of 5. And man, was it schooling indeed. Now let's take a look at the scoreboards here, Gideon. Stacks, Zess, RB, close to 20 kills all around. 4-4-3 are the First Bloods. Germ SG, despite the fact that he did do pretty okay for his team, it wasn't as great as he wanted it to be, like it was in the previous round. 8-7-7-6-3 are going to be the KDA kills for the side of RSG. Not many in terms of First Blood, only 2 for Banaf as well as 1 for Jab. So I do believe that it just goes to show that members of VS were able to get some of this pick off very early on for the First Bloods, and that immediately gives them so much advantages in terms of the information that they collect or the decisions that they want to make to move from one point to the other.
Well, I think, the biggest difference coming in from both RSG and VS in this particular case here is just, number one, patience. VS can wait literally until the 10th second of the game before starting to push into the site and dropping the bomb as soon as they can. I think clearly their discipline is very top notch. They take things very slow and methodical. They like to kind of poke around the sites at first. Play for picks is their strongest suit, and I think RSG, they gotta learn to be a little bit more patient, although I do like it when they get aggressive on the defense.
I do like the fact that RSG did play a little bit aggressively, but it seems that like when we were at the analyst panel, it just goes to show that members of Vision Strikers are just on a different level. Their understanding and their experience just elevates them to a core mechanic that is consistent, that is concise, decision making that is very great, and overall singular mechanics on a singular and collective scale that just goes to show why they are one of the favorites to win this entire tournament.
Although I am very interested to know whether or not the team doesn't get picks with the utilization of RB, who somehow always seems to be able to find these entry frags, especially, looking at the First Bloods, it's been evenly distributed. I can't remember who the second person was, but it was 4-4. I think it might have been... No, never mind. I'm not even going to guess at this point. I'm going to double check it in a little bit. But yeah, if they don't have RB getting that first initial pick, how does the team work out? Because overall, I think they just wait for that pick before going in to do anything.
And that's the thing. I feel that there has to be a way for some of these teams like RSG to basically curb that overall advantage that comes in that is being forced from the side of VS. But I guess that should be all from us here at the casters table. He's Gideon Q, I am Hound, and we're going to be passing it over towards our analyst to break down all of the scientific stats and the numbers for you guys.